Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine.
It's the Mexican monster, the Marv.
Dismount.
So much hype surround. And there's the bell for round one. A hook scores. Swing and a miss with that hook. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Beautiful counter punch. He threw the hook, didn't land. That jab was blocked. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
They blocked the left there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about David Benavidez in that lap. And there's the bell for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Misses with the straight left. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. He misses with that jab. They exchange punches. Catch and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This is a high-octane battle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez. The bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
So far, the offense has been better than the defense. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Martinez. And there's the bell for round 4. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Can't score with that right uppercut. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these 2 elite-level middleweights. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Well, there was no doubt of it. And there's the bell for round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They exchange punches. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. And around. Here we go in the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? The perfect counter lands. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He parries that left jab away. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about David. There's the bell to start round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab misses. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Missed him with that uppercut. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He parries that left jab away. Couldn't land that jab. He blocks that jab. There's a counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. talk about David Benavidez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. I can't... Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will...